every fucking every fucking app I have on my phone is open. Okay, it's closed now.
Don't
Everyone.
don't you love that?
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, man. Like, "I don't have no audio over here."
Okay, what happened there?
I have audio. I didn't have my headphones turned on.
See, I told you I didn't think you had them in, but the on would work too. It's the same difference.
Yeah, well, when you listen to wireless audio,
Yeah.
it's, you gotta turn it on to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, word.
Let's go with that. Anyhow, good evening, people. Antisocial Experience 245, what you see and what you get.
And you ain't seen nothing yet, so let it fuck. Okay, we're good.
Dude, there's expectation and reality. Like, everybody I don't even know the simplest way to put it. Like, everybody views that big pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The
Yeah.
truth is you can't get to the end of it. It just keeps moving as you run at it, drive at it. It keeps or disappears completely. You know, I don't know how else to put it. Expectation versus reality. Yeah, I want the pot of gold.
Well, it's like thinking life's gonna end up like a movie, you know what I mean? Like everything's gonna work out in the end of blah blah blah. Like that's not the case.
Well, I mean, it does for some people.
For some, but not for everyone.
No, no, no. It definitely doesn't. But no, what keeps you coming back? To the content you enjoy. The familiar is familiar better. Or is there always a need for like something new? Especially with music, I think there would be a need for something new.
Yeah. What keeps me going back to it is the only thing that I do that makes me feel sane.
The music,
Yeah.
right, right,
That's the only
yeah.
time I could tune the world out of everything else but that. Like that's the only time.
That's also at least with just pushing forward with my experience and working on stuff. Like that's when I completely like I can sit and do this and I'll lose track of time, but I'm gonna look at the clock and be like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Right.
You know. But when I'm actually working on something, if I'm not getting an active phone calls saying like, hey, something to disturb me, the world doesn't exist as far as I know when I'm working on something.
Screen printing, I guess, is the same way for me. I just psych myself out all the time. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'll be starting a job and I'm like, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then finally, I'll talk myself into just trying it and I'll do it in 5 seconds. But like the whole time, like, I'm like, oh, dude, you can't do this.
Dude,
Like,
I know the same feeling with repairs. When I start having stuff stack up on the counter, I'm like, I'll grab the couple easy things and get them out of the way, and I'm doing that because there's that stuff there that I'm like, "Yeah, I can't do that.
I know, dude. I
I
psych
don't wanna
myself
do
out,
it.
but I can do it. That's,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna break this.
Yeah. I'm going to waste so much shit. Yeah. I do it all the time,
Gonna
man.
waste my time,
Yeah.
cost myself money, and stress, anxiety, grief, whatever.
Yes.
But no, I end up making it and doing it, and it's like, "You dumbass, you know you could do it."
I know, and, like, I knew I could do it too, like, it's just stupid, man, it's just stupid, but I do it all the time, like, dude, there's no way you can pull that off, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that was easy," like
Yeah.
like, I have one of the best machines in the world too, like, and that's what I'm always like, "You won't be able to get that registered, you won't be able to get that dude, you have one of the best machines in the world to do registration, like, why couldn't you get it?" Like, you could register a fucking dime on that thing, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
eh
That's right, we're printing money next week.
yeah, good money.
Just kidding. I'm throwing that out there. We're not going down for counterfeiting when it was a joke.
No, or was it?
Back it up. Anyhow, yeah. No, I just thought it a relevant question of because when you do content or you do printing, you do whatever, repairs. I think you build a customer base because they kind of know what they could expect
Oh,
when
absolutely.
they've come to you. You got good quality prints, got repairs in a timely manner, and that's one thing that, especially even though I'm not new at it, I'm new at running a business doing it. Not new at doing repairs, but actually being the one doing everything, the business side, and trying to balance that, and then you with what you're doing. Definitely growing pains along the way, but I think we're getting a handle on it.
Dude,
Is
there's so many growing pains you could call me Mike Seaver, okay? Like,
who's that?
he was the star of the show Growing
Oh,
Pains.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. But no, it's difficult, man. I don't wanna say it's easy because it hasn't been doing any of it. It definitely not. But at least maintaining that same level of trying to be timely with things, or at the very minimum, being truthful with your customers, I think that is always a thing that's gonna bring them back. Like, I always try to leave people with that when they come in or call, stop by, wanna get a quote on something.
Yeah.
One of the last things I say to them is like, "And don't listen to me." I say, "Go get another opinion. Go get 3 other opinions. Make sure you talk to multiple people. I'm not saying just trust what I'm saying. Make up your own mind after you go talk to some other people, you know? Because I think if they're trying to find the best price on something, they should go see who else can do whatever repair job for them at what price, you know? And some people will come in here after already talking to other people and they're like, "Shit, I'll take it." Like, I just had a case where a guy come in, Apple he called Apple for support on a MacBook. Apple walked him into the deep end of the pool, and once his computer was in an unusable state, they're like, "Yeah, we don't know what to do," and just left his previously working MacBook not working. And now whether it was them or this customer that had not followed the directions, or maybe they didn't speak the directions clearly on the phone, he had a computer that was previously working that he'd bought off somebody, that all he wanted to do was do a fresh install of Mac OS. And Apple walked him, like I said, way out in the deep end of the pool, like, "Here you go," and let him go, and, like, told him what he needed to do, but it wasn't working. Couldn't offer him no more support past that, not even, "Hey, bring it into a store if there's one close to you," which I think Pittsburgh is our closest.
It is for facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is 2 plus hours, right?
Yeah. 2.5.
Yeah, and, yeah, like, and he called another place, and they're like, "Yeah, like, $300 to get macOS reinstalled on his computer," and he woulda had to drive, like, over 2 hours to get to that place, so at that point, why not go to the Apple Store? And the Apple Store wanted to charge him on top of that, but he didn't say what they wanted to charge him for him calling them and them telling him what to do, but not, I can't say if he didn't follow their directions or they gave him unclear directions. But point is, he had a computer that worked with that had, he had been using, but he wanted to have his account instead of somebody else's. Just start over fresh, and ended up with no computer. So I got that taken care of and got it for him back out the door like the next day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been that day, but it was late in the day when he got here, so I just started it and finished it up and got it back out. But yeah, he couldn't believe it, like the price when he called on the phone. He's like, "I'll be down today with it." And he came in right at the end of the day to drop it off. And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I mean,
I feel like you're gonna beat Apple every time though,
yeah, I mean,
because 'cause they're ridiculous,
well,
man.
their popular answer is just buy another one.
Uh-huh.
Why? Why do you need to buy another one when this one works?
'Cause you gotta keep them in business.
Fuck that.
Huh.
No, yeah, thank you. I like my shirt too. This man printed it. That's the guilty party over there. No. Anyhow,
Yeah, bro, did you call me last night? Like, through Facebook? Like, I don't know, there was, like, you and some other in this, like, group weird thing called, and, like, I don't know what was happening.
my kids might have been calling with a group chat or something. They're good at
Maybe.
they're good at spamming people
I was sleeping,
with
like
calls.
yeah, I was out cold. I just saw it this morning, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I get them too sometimes, and I lay it down to the kids.
I just don't talk on the phone ever.
But no, it's yeah, man. I think being truthful with your client base, your customers, and obviously, if you're running a business, you're there to make money. But do you really have to, like, price gouge and, like, make sure this is the last job or last business they ever do with you because they're gonna be so fed up with the cost of it?
No?
No, man, you don't want that going out the door, and I can't understand people that do that. Like, the $300 to install an operating system? Now, granted, we gotta look at it from that repair shop that quoted that, there's their point of view, and it's the same thing I told him when he come in. They weren't willing to give him a dead set price. They're like, "It'll be about 300 if this is the problem." They were only going by speculation by what he told them on the phone, okay? So, and that's what I was going by. I said, "I haven't looked at it yet, and if everything you say is true, you got it from previously working to the state it's in now by following Apple's directions. It should only need an operating system reinstall. It's not likely that your hard drive failed because the other shop had told him that could have happened. I said that is a possibility. Hard drives do fail, and when it's the ones that are soldered uh, to the board on MacBooks, you're kind of screwed. Like, you can't do much about that. Uh, but yeah, no, he couldn't believe the price. Got
They're
it in
soldered
here.
to the thing, so you can't remove them.
Yeah, you can't remove them, can't change it out. That's standard Apple practice, and a lot of other people were starting to follow suit with that. I mean, it's been that way for years on cell phones. Like, there's no hard drive change, no nothing. But there's still computer manufacturers that give you the option with a removable one, you know. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. Truthful seems to work for me.
Yeah, and, like, even with printing when I started, obviously, I was just, like, I wasn't very good, you know what I mean? Because I just started. Like
Did you am I sorry to interrupt, but am I
okay.
wrong? Did you advertise that back like, "Hey," the whole way along the way, like, "I just started,
Mhm,
I'm learning."
mhm.
Yeah, I think, like, every job.
Yeah, 'cause the one job, was when I first I think the first shirts I did for the Snip, I think I only charged them, like it was basically it cost for me, which was like 7 or $8, you know?
Right,
And when I came back the next time, like, I told them what it was, because like, obviously, like, I'm trying to do this now, and, like, they never batted an eye, and it's still to this day, you just tell me what the price is, we know prices of things are going up, blah, 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 just tell us what it is, and we'll pay it, like, but
right.
there's other people who, like, I helped, did the same thing when I was just starting or whatnot, and, like, I come back now, and they're like, "Whoa, no, no, no," like, I'm like, Alright, man, like, it is what it
Yeah,
is, like,
I'm not learning. I've already done
I'm not doing it for free,
like,
like
I'm printing well above I'm into the thousands of shirts printed.
yeah, absolutely, dude,
Easily,
yeah,
easily,
yeah,
not
yeah, no
not even
doubt,
thinking
yeah,
about
no
it.
doubt in my mind.
If not above 10,000 easily, I
Oh, I
would
haven't done
say.
10,000, I've
You
probably
haven't
done
cracked?
3 to 5,000.
Wow, okay. But still,
It's
man,
still a lot.
that's not 3 to 5. That's 1,000, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, it's a lot.
But yeah, no, and I think the truth worked in that case. In mine, it
Yeah,
seems to work, and I think if doing anything business related, content related, you kinda owe that to the people that are following you, watching you, paying you to do a job, paying you for a product. To keep it familiar, keep, keep doing what you're doing, but, obviously improve if you can, be truthful the whole way along the way. That's what I don't know. It just seems to work. When you have that as a
the
model,
truth always works.
as what you see is what you get.
Yeah, the truth always works, even when I was depressed and, like, not getting shit done in a timely manner, I told people what was up, you know what I mean? Like, "I'm just sorry, man, like, I'm so depressed I can't get off my couch," like,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
can't,
doing nothing right
yeah,
now.
I just can't, like, but they understood and they were cool, like, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But then again, that what you see, what you get shit, that it's like we're being like Chris Angel. Didn't he advertise that big?
Oh,
Mind Freak?
I don't know.
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. Oh, living the dream one day at a time. That's what we do. We're pros at that.
Yeah, it's
We
more
should we should honestly put out a handbook of how not to do everything.
I could write that.
That's what I'm saying, man. That would be a bestseller. How not to do everything. Oh, I'm gonna read the chat here. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but it went past my. I have to scroll to catch up. All right, done scrolling. How are we? We're doing good. How are you people? We got a couple of you out there. Ding ding ding. Where am I at? Yeah, I still need to put shirts up. I haven't advertised them, haven't put a link up, but I think I'm going to just for the simple fact of they work. They're soft.
Yeah, put 'em up. You still have more at the house too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. It's just like this has been washed, and you know how okay, you know how bad screen printing feels, right? It's like thick and like it feels like the shirt suctions to you wherever the ink is.
Mhm.
That's not how this feels. Like you can't really tell there's anything there anywhere, and I don't know how you did it, but I mean I know how you did it, but I don't know how you got this result.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I definitely stay away from shirts so to have, like, the full chest, you know what I mean? Like, everything covered,
Yeah.
because like, dude, it's tough, like you said, you could feel that shit, man, like, all over the
You
place.
can when it's a full
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely can, but no, I'm gonna try and work on this week. I have a lot going. I have a job shadow. This is probably one of the scariest things I've done in a while. I've had many calls for guy like adults, whoever, teachers or counselor, whatever they might be, that wanna bring kids in from schools to do job shadows, and I've always, every time said no, like, "No." Well, I have one coming in tomorrow for a
Yes.
couple hours, yeah. Here we after I agreed to it and hung up the phone, my instant thought process is like, "Alright, do I treat this like a real thing, or do I just, like, chain smoke 10 cigarettes in a row and chase them out?"
And I'm gonna call Jimmy and tell him not to come out here from this time to this time. Good idea.
And I was like, "Alright, I'm not gonna smoke the kid out."
I would.
I don't know if they're allowed to touch anything when they do a job shadow, but I have something that if he wants to try, if he's allowed, he can try and do. I
Yeah,
have a
or if he just has to watch you.
well, I have a project, and it's like if he messes up, it's no big deal because it's just scrap stuff anyhow. But if he gets it going, kudos, cool, you did something, you learned something, you know? You got to experience something, do something. But I was like, "Yeah, smoke 'em out's probably not the best idea." Although that would be funny in a
That'd be
movie.
funny as shit.
They just show up and just
It looks like fucking an episode of Backdraft or something in here, so
they
much smoke.
they thought they were going to the computer shop and they walk in on the Marlboro Man.
They're, like, checking the door for heat, you know what I mean? Like, "Is this place on fire?"
"Nah, it's just me."
That's
No,
funny
I
shit.
couldn't do that. But no, job shadow tomorrow, scary as hell. I got somebody coming in here to, I guess, watch me do. I figured at worst case, I could just lean on the counter and watch YouTube. And like, yeah, join me. Come on, this is what we're doing today. This is Monday. What we do every Monday is watch YouTube. Oh. So yeah, is anybody else? Leave it in the comments or in the live chat. Has anybody else done a job shadow, man?
I when I was in high school, they made us do one to graduate,
What
but
did you do?
I just went and hung out at my mom's work for, like, I don't know, 2 hours, read some magazines, and left.
What was that?
She was a pharmacy technician.
Oh, so you're hanging out at the pharmacy.
Yeah, yeah, I was just a CVS in Clearfield, just hanging out, reading magazines.
Nice. Love to be a fly on the wall for the job shadow gig, says Pearl. Is the customer always right? Do we really want to tackle this one? Is the customer always right? No, the customer's not always right,
But neither am I.
but neither are you as or me. Neither is the business owner. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't care to speculate on that. That's my new answer for everything.
if yeah, if you if you want to keep a customer base, you have to approach. In my experience, you have to approach them with the customer is always right. Al- Although they might be very misinformed, and they usually are when they're coming in seeking some type of repair, and they got whatever so and so told them. It's usually a huge amount of very wrong information, maybe mixed in with a little bit of correct stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, you still got to treat them as though they're always right. I mean, just here's a perfect example, okay? Somebody somebody's daughter, their laptop was having problems and they didn't bring their own kid's computer in themselves to get worked on. This person had a friend go to the house, grab it, and bring it in. And when it showed up, and all my repairs, I do them I do them on video. Like I record them, whether they go out to YouTube or not, the repairs are recorded, okay? And I recorded it as I opened it, like, I got the paperwork and laptop, set it down on the counter, camera already rolling. Started it as soon as I flipped it open, there was this black spot on the screen where nothing was displaying. The customer, when I ended up calling her, got so mad about her daughter's computer screen having this black spot on it, like, "My kid didn't do that." I'm like, "I'm not saying she did it. I'm just saying there's a black spot there where nothing is displaying, so at some point, you might wanna get a new screen." Came in here raging about it. Couldn't verify whether it came in with it or not, but said not likely that her kid wouldn't do that. I ended up giving away a screen just to make that customer happy, and that customer actually got some other business sent in, like 4 or 5 other people came in because of that person, and it's not like I gave them a new screen, I had a used one that would fit the laptop and work with it, do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But she couldn't verify, and she didn't think it was broken when it come in. She did come back and apologize because she went and talked to her daughter, and her daughter's like, "Yeah, it was broken, and there was a spot that was getting bigger. As the longer I'd use it, the bigger the spot would get." Came back and apologized, wanted to pay for the screen, and I'm like, "No, that's fine, just keep it." You know, I said, At the time, neither of us could verify what was what. I said, "You got the screen, it's working, is your kid happy?" "Yeah." Like, "Alright, move on," you know? Let it be there. So, yeah, sometimes, even though they weren't right, I had to treat them as right at the time, and
Right.
it ended up sending more business in.
That's what I'm gonna say, you're gonna bring the person's gonna come back every time now, you know what I
Well,
mean?
not
Like
only that, they I think they might have told people about
mhm,
the situation, how they came in flipping out and ended up leaving happy
mhm,
the same
mhm.
day, and then sent other people here to get stuff done,
The
so
fact that
that
they came back and apologized is something else in itself.
yeah, no, that was
Mhm,
different too, man,
mhm,
you know? But it yeah, I don't know, but that's why I record stuff, you know? It's something I've wanted to do for a long, long time, I just couldn't do it at other places that have worked when I was doing it, you know? And then, obviously, when I worked at places before YouTube was a thing, I had the thought of, "Hi, it'd be cool to record this," but that was a cover your own ass type thing
mhm.
instead of like, YouTube it, you know? What have we got in the chat here? Cannot wait to see my t-shirts and the stickers. Michael, is there still a Royal Mail backup over there? Can you confirm that? Is there still all those packages waiting, or did they get that sorted?
For the mail backup?
Yeah, in the UK, I think the postal workers were on strike. They
Mhm.
wanted, I think, more money for less work, or so I don't know, whatever people strike about. But he sent me pictures, dude. It was crazy. There was just rows of, like, the little metal baskets on
Mhm,
two big wheels that the old ladies at the old folks home push around.
mhm.
The ones that start at the ground and come up like waist high. They had rows and rows and rows of those stacked with mail over there in and just it was out into the parking lot and extended way back into this warehouse. Like, it was nuts, dude. Like,
Holy fuck.
yeah, hold on. Wait, I gotta show you this. So he didn't want me sending it Royal Mail, and that's, I think, whenever we were I sketched them out. Uh-oh. Bad time, man. Bad time. I shoulda answered it because I don't ever do that for people. Um, yeah, no, here's the, where are you? Check this out. I'm gonna show you these, dude, this is fucking bananas, like, seriously. Like, look at that.
Holy fuck.
That's not only it. Hold on. Look at that. That's outside. And then here's the kicker. That's an above view. So, yeah, the postal workers were on strike. So, yeah,
Wow.
it's okay now. They caught it up. All right. Well, I'm going to send it through the post office. And here's why I say that, because it's not easy where we're at to just, like, do you know we don't have any place where you can go in and pay for UPS or FedEx and ship something out? We have to drive to the state to do that, right?
You can buy a label off them and print it out, and
Online?
there's that place outside of Subway, if it's a smaller package, it can go in that slot and UPS picks it up there.
Yeah, it's a pretty big box.
Mhm.
It's not going to go through a slot.
I don't
It,
know, dude, it takes some pretty big boxes, to be
is
honest
it
with
one
you.
of the pull out ones that you
Yeah.
drop it in?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll do it that. Who's that through?
UPS.
UPS will do it.
Mhm.
All right, I'll pay them for it then.
And then Vox's is a shipping hub for FedEx now.
There's a what?
Vox's Electronics is a FedEx shipping hub.
You can go in and pay?
Mhm.
Oh, nice. I know
Mhm.
you could drop off and they would come pick up
I'm
the
pretty sure they
FedEx
could
stuff.
I'm pretty sure you can pay too, like
I don't think you get tracking or anything like that if you do it, because they can't add it into the system there. It only gets added when the driver picks the stuff up. Like, they're not fully connected in, but
right.
they can at least take it from you and get it on its way. All right, man. You're saying it's okay. I'll either do, now that I know. I always thought I've always driven to state for FedEx and UPS to go ship stuff out. Like, half-hour drive to go mail something.
It's not a half hour anymore, man.
Yeah. But no, it's
'Cause for T-shirts, if I don't spend 150 bucks, it would cost me, like, I tried to order one sweatshirt one time, this is how I found out about it, but I tried to order one sweatshirt, and it was, $28 for the sweatshirt, $32 to have it shipped. And I was like, no." So I called the place, and they're like, "Oh, why don't you try this, it's like Flex something or other." So what they do is they drop it off at a FedEx in State College for me, and I drive over, and it cost me $5 to get it shipped,
dang.
opposed to 32.
That's not bad.
No, dude, it's right at the top of Atherton too, so I can literally be there and back in, like, fucking 36 minutes is what I timed it out.
Yeah, just right over,
Mhm.
get it, and right back. Where's that at?
FedEx, all right up it's right past, Chick-fil-A, you make it right after Chick-fil-A.
That is at the top end too.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, regardless, I'll be mailing that soon, Michael, without a doubt. I've been avoiding driving out of town because I not avoiding driving out of town, I rarely leave town. Like, I deliver here, then I work here for the repair shop, but I'll get it out this week. That's goal 2 after job shadow. Mail this box. Oh, anyhow, where are we at?
Close enough, I'm out of stuff to talk about. My brain's fried. I slept so much yesterday, it was incredible.
What, on a Saturday?
Mhm.
Nice, dude, nice. That's good. I like hearing when people get some rest. It's like, I'll get there
It
someday.
was like 5 o'clock, dude, and I fucking passed out to like 8, and then I woke up and watched like 3 quarters of that Last Dance with Michael Jordan and then passed out again, and
What was it?
it's called The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan
They're talking about the
it's the last season of the Bulls, yeah.
okay.
It's like a 10 episode thing, miniseries.
Do you yeah, I can't answer because I really don't follow sports, and for the brief bit that I followed them in the '90s, that's when the Bulls were a thing,
Mhm.
which, I mean, they still are, but that's when Jordan was playing. Do you remember the hype surrounding that team? And, like
Dude, he was the biggest thing in the world, like,
right,
the
but
world.
is there any hype like that around sports figures today? Like, at that level?
I don't think it's the same now. I like they even said in this documentary, they said there's 2 people that he can remember all through time as being like a Babe Ruth and Muhammad Ali. Michael Jordan, that's the only 3 people on that list.
Right. I don't know, it just
Dude, he was
yeah.
the biggest thing in the world. Like,
It's like if you heard somebody like, "Yeah, I don't know who Michael Jordan is," it's like the whole town's heads would turn and look at you like even if they weren't a fan, like, literally the world would turn and look at you like,
dude, I
"What?"
feel like everybody kinda was a fan. They built something that, like, everybody wanted to be a part of. Like, I remember being a kid, I wanted to be a part of it, dude. I was a Jordan fan. Like, there's a framed Jordan jersey on my wall, you know what I mean?
Yeah?
Like, he's the shit.
I don't know, man, I can't imagine being that popular, though.
Dude, it showed him, like, he has to, like, be in his hotel room, like, there was never a t like, as soon as he get left his hotel room, it was the cameras in his face. Like, he couldn't do anything. Like, how shitty would that be? Like, think
Yeah,
about that. As soon as you walk out of your door, there's
oh,
fucking every people, like, waiting to like, how shitty would that be? Like, that would be horrible. I'd flip the fuck out.
yeah, yeah, that'd be bad press. It'd be
Mhm.
bad press day every day, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Till they got the point.
I don't know, man, but for one of the few people that you swear he could fly, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Dude, it just all timed right. Nike just came out with the, aerosols for running because Nike was just, like, a running shoe company back then, and then, they signed Jordan. They gave him, like most players Converse was the sponsor for NBA back then, so players got, like I think it was, like, $10,000 per you know what I mean, a shoe endorsement. They get or $100,000, I'm sorry. They gave Michael 250,000, but he was the only person on this Nike thing, you know what I mean? So they put all their marbles into him and called it the Air Jordan because of the Air technology now, and it just
Right.
they wanted in the first 4 years to sell $2,000,000 worth of shoes in the first 4 years. They sold 136,000,000 the first year.
Has there been a longer running shoe model either?
I don't believe
I
so.
mean, Converse, the Chucks, they've been
Yeah, but
around
I
for a
don't believe,
while.
like, as far as a person signature shoe, like
Yeah, like the Jordans
yeah, I don't believe so, no.
in multiple models over the years. Like,
Yeah.
does he even have anything to do with it, or is that Nike property, do you
It's
think?
Nike, but, I mean, his name's on it, so, like, it's Michael Jordan, dude, like, somebody's paying him, trust me. He don't get nobody gets nothing for free from
He's
Mike.
still collecting that?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, he's awesome, though.
Where do we go wrong? We need shoes, man. We need
Yeah,
shoe
the dude the dude for the Jayhawk from the Infirmities, they just had shoes made. They're actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't think I want a shoe with my name on it. Although, that would be a bonus, I guess.
Maybe, like, a show name on it or something, I'd do.
That would be pretty cool, though, putting that on a resume. Like, "I got a shoe
Mhm.
named after me," or a
Mhm.
signature shoe. Who am I kidding, man? Ah, anyhow, people, if you're new here, new audio episodes publish, and granted, you're not, but there might be somebody at some point. New audio episodes published every Sunday at 5 p.m. Yeah. What is going on? I feel like we should kinda talk about it for a minute with the job we're working on now. When is that?
June 24th to the 26th?
The PPT thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so Like, just sum it up, basically.
It's a weekend long of camping, punk rock, and friends, basically. Just NoFX's last tour ever.
Yeah, so a punk band that started
40-year
touring
old punk band.
yeah, a band that started touring in '83.
Hmm.
It's their last year touring,
Yeah, and they're not. He said, "We're not Kiss, we're not Motley Crue, we're not any of that. This is it. We're done."
where they're gonna stop touring, then have a comeback tour, and stop touring,
Yeah,
come back again.
yeah. How
Yeah,
many dude? Kiss has been doing comeback tours since 1997. That's no bullshit. Final tour since '97, dude. That's
right?
30 years almost of comeback tours. Like, are you kidding me? How many times can you come back?
Eh, if
Why even leave if you're coming back that many
right,
times? You know?
right, but, I mean, if the bands keep spending the money, you know? Anyhow, NoFX's last tour, Punk's pitching tents,
Yeah, it's a big
is
group. Big
it
group.
yeah, it's a thing going on. We're printing shirts and stickers for it. If you never heard of the band, check it out. You might find some good music you like. If you're in the States, where is that one taking place?
This one's in Ohio, at Legend Valley in Thorntonville, Ohio.
Okay, so when is it?
June 24th through the 26th.
Is it gonna be recorded and released at a later date, do you know? Is
What
somebody gonna have, like, a audio feed there to record it?
Funny you say that because, like, when we were there the first couple years for the Punk and Drublic Fest that you camped out on,
Right,
there was this camera going around and, like, they filmed us and shit, but we were always like, "Man, what if they're making a DVD or something?" Sure as shit, they made a freaking Punk and Drublic movie. You know what I mean?
right,
It's out, but I would imagine they're doing this too. You're doing that too, yeah. Like, I think they're pretty much filming everywhere, you know what I mean? Because
right, and gonna make a compilation of it
yeah,
and release the movie.
yeah.
That'd be cool. I
But they
mean,
released that Punk and Drublic movie. They released it for $5, now it's for free. Like,
but just imagine going there and having, like, a decent field recorder or something and patching into the audio feed
oh,
and
man.
getting the you know,
And it sounds so good there, man, because it's just down in this hole, like, there's all these hills surrounding it. It's a magical
but
place.
you're not getting a distorted signal, you're getting, like, the feed from, like, all the equipment, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, patched right into the mixer. That'd be great
Be awesome.
to get a recording like that.
I can't imagine people wouldn't be like, even the sound guy not recording that shit. It's NoFX's last tour, man. How you and NoFX are playing both nights. Like, you're there Friday, Saturday, it leaves Sunday. They're playing Friday night and Saturday night.
Dude, that's gonna be a
So I'm
good
getting 2
time.
NoFX shows before it's over.
I hope it goes through, dude. I
Me
don't
too.
wanna hear you come back like,
I
"Yeah."
saw The Descendants 3 times over the weekend. Like, every time, dude, every fucking time. Like, oh my god, that even happened there once, dude.
Oh my.
Ah,
Yeah, that'd be horrible, but anyhow, that's going on. We're printing, shirts.
hoodies, tank
Yeah,
tops, yeah.
shirts, merch, and stickers for it, all kind of stuff. Um, we'll have links up for it somewhere. I
Yeah, we'll
mean,
put them in a show title
if
or
it's something
something,
you
yeah.
wanna support. I doubt there's many people that listen that are gonna wanna support it, but it's still cool stuff. Check it out.
Yeah, you did all the art,
We're
it's
just thrilled to
awesome.
be a part of it.
Yeah, and you did the art, and it's fucking awesome, dude. Like, you killed it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
seriously, you killed it.
I just put some stuff together.
Yeah, well, you're
Drew
like
I drew
you're
some
you're like a
stuff.
Lego master at putting stuff together, man.
I drew some stuff and put it on a computer. Anyhow, new audio episodes published every Sunday at 5, and, I think that's it for the week. We will see you next week, people, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I hope so. Maybe.
We hope. Take care, and we'll see you then.